Okay, here we are. All right, so I have my video fixed, and if people know me in my spare time, I like to do wildlife photography. But today, the wildlife camera is going to be the camera for this, so you see the nice, beautiful background and all the stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. But now I have to remember to look up, so I'm not like looking down at the screen. So it's very difficult to do. Okay, so I had the talk with Guy yesterday, and I'd encourage you, if you haven't heard the interview with Guy Turgeon, he was a chief architect at Red Hat in the Telco vertical, and also a stellar architect in the embedded space for about 15 years before that. So great guy, good friend of mine, along him and Steve Connish. I think Steve Connish is going to be next. So you're in for a big treat there. What Guy did was take a scalpel to the rules. And it's almost like I need to change the name, but I can't do that now. It's established. He cut the rules down to 51 from 100. And the way he did that was to separate them into buckets. And here are the buckets that I came up with, but he sort of led me in this direction. So one is the axiom core. So 24 immutable universal rules. Safety and security. I think I don't need to go over those. We sort of beat that one. Engineering discipline with the 90% rule with Powell at the very top. Push early, push always. Green before commit. Fail fast. What else do we got? And plan first for non-trivial work. Never silently change scope. If the task is bigger than stated, stop and say so. That's a good one. Quality gets its own section, 5 rules. Inspect, don't expect. That's a Navy maxim. I don't know if that was from the nuclear Navy, where there was no room for failure. And you don't get what you expect, you get what you inspect. And they had the attitude that you had to look non-destructively, of course. You didn't want to be disassembling your nuclear power plant to look for things, but they would use, I don't know, x-rays for hairline fractures or ultrasound or things like that. You get what you inspect, not what you expect. Working with humans and agents. This one's really interesting. No flattery, no yes manning. So the agent should be explicitly trained to not like kiss your ass, right? That's the only way I can put it. Let me see. Oh, part of the quality, and this is an important one. You define the API first. You define the API interface first. That's also with the sort of, I think there should be a design. No, I guess that's engineering disciplines. There's preference layers, which is how many roles, like a personal layer. So I like Podman, or maybe that's more particular, but the size of the fleet, the size of your team, whether you use things like Podman, Ansible, universal base images, OpenShift, which you should. I have good reasons. I'm not just being a homie. Version discipline. Okay, so I mean, we're going to take that half hour, and now this is going to probably be a pretty short one. Then there's the project layer. So just about the project, and I think project layer and app layer could probably be done together, unless your project has several apps. But right now we have a project layer and an app layer. So project layer is, I'm doing a cloud native app. I want it to be OpenShift first and back off to AWS Rosa. I want it in a pinch to run on Windows, Linux, Mac, or iOS, so people can test it on their own device. I want it to scale well. I want it to be not use a lot of resources, et cetera, et cetera. I want it to scale down to 0 when it's not being used. And so In the Guy branch, Guy also cut the number of users, the people on the team, down to 3 or 4 if you include me or Guy, where it would just be Claudius. So that's the big frontier model. Claude, who will actually use the 14 billion parameter model. I'm not sure we've decided exactly which one we're going to use yet. And then Linda will be doing the research on an 8 billion parameter, very fast Llama model that's been trained for research. And I did reach out to Linda. She's a friend of mine from high school. She's a very logical thinker, just like me. And she has a hard time with the 40 to 70 rule. So I can't imagine how hard it would be for her to do the 90% rule. But anyway, that was fun to, I haven't talked to her in years, so that's great. Okay, so that is a quick one today. I'm going to post this below, a link to this for people who don't want to read like a whole book. And there is a book in the works, but the book maybe just got a lot shorter, thanks to Guy Turgeon. I'll give him credits for that. So thanks a lot. Have a great day. And I hope you're enjoying, at least around here, there's great weather in the Massachusetts area. So please get out and enjoy time with your friends and family. Thanks a lot. Bye.